Plaintiff Emily Volker dated the defendant, and she claims during a trip to Vegas, they made a sex tape. Emily claims she gave the defendant 2 loans, and he later stated that the only way he could repay her is if he sold their sex tape and made Emily famous. Emily rejected his offer, and she's suing him for the unpaid loans. Defendant Edward De La Cruz insists Emily was never his exclusive girlfriend, and they were simply friends with benefits. Edward claims Emily got too emotionally attached, and when he ended their intimate relationship, she threatened to slash his tires. Edward denies owing Emily money because she told him that he didn't have to repay.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
Edward and I started dating in August of 2009. Had a lot of good times together. We went on multiple vacations on my dime. He's good with words.
Why did you have to pay?
He's good with words, and he...
Did he work?
Yeah.
Okay, and you didn't know how to say...
No, he said he didn't have the money at the time.
You pay some too.
I just happened to be making more money at the time.
Okay, all right. Did he mention that as one of the reasons you make more money, and so...
No, he said just add it to the tab.
What tab?
Well,
the loan tab.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So go ahead.
We had really good times. Our last trip, our most recent last trip to Vegas, things got a little frisky, and we ended up making a sex tape, which pertains to the case, which we'll get to.
Got it on you? For Doyle. Yeah. For Doyle.
No, he actually does.
Cut him out of the picture for Doyle. Go ahead.
So after that...
What was the purpose? I'm always curious as to what the purpose is for couples who make sex tapes. Do they watch it later and it's inspirational, for lack of a better term?
Yeah.
Okay, try that, Doyle.
No, because I'd be like, I look nasty.
You say you'd look real? Oh, I'm not doing that. Go ahead, ma'am.
So in February of 2010, I was really sick. I was having a lot of health issues, and he went to Vegas. I was looking for his comfort and to talk to him, and he said, leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it. We can talk about it when we get back.
Okay, let me hear from him. Sir?
Told her right off the bat that I wasn't looking for anything serious. I just got out of a relationship, so kind of right off the bat it was like a friends with benefits, and we both understood. And then I had some previous problems with some girls. One girl, ex-girlfriend, tried to run me over in front of my work, and another one slashed my tires. And
why?
Well, the one that tried to run...
And now she's suing
That's
you.
what he does to girls.
Right. Why did one woman want to run you over? What did you do? Or what did she allege you did?
I didn't want to be with her, and she was upset.
So you said, I'm quitting you, and then she said, tried to run you down. That's what happened.
Pretty much.
All right, the next one. What did she try and do again? She slashed your tires.
Slashed my tires. She had been drinking a lot.
All right, and people drink all the time, and they don't go and slash tires after a couple of drinks, or drunk even.
I was holding on to her cell phone, and I said, hey, just take it easy, just wait a while. And she wouldn't have it. She said, give my phone back.
All right, go ahead, sir. The nature of your friendship or relationship was that it was friends with benefits, so you say. You all went on several trips, is that true?
We did go on several trips.
Did she pay?
She did pay.
Why?
I was...
Did you pay anything on it?
On one trip, I didn't pay anything at all.
Why?
I didn't. I told her ahead of time. I told her prior that I didn't have anything. If she wanted me to go...
Whose idea was it to go?
It was hers.
Okay, it was her idea, and you told her ahead of time, I don't have any money. Yeah. All right. And she's suing you about loans, but tell me about all this other stuff that went on, this sex tape nonsense. Tell me about that. What was that about?
The sex tape. Just like she had mentioned, I don't disagree with that. We just kind of...
All right. Did you have separate copies and you went home with them?
It's on my laptop.
Somebody sees that, and a prospective employer, you won't get hired. Perhaps someone might be suspicious of you being around them, their children, their home. They know all your freakish ways.
Your Honor, can I go back to the
Go
rest of the
ahead.
story? All right, so
We gotta get to the loan she's suing for in a minute, but go ahead.
So, yeah, my friends did say that I have a tendency of bringing the crazy out of some of these females. And it kind of, towards the end, I think she just got a little too emotionally attached. And when I did call it off, I guess she said that she had never been through a breakup. She didn't take it very well. And she started throwing out some threats to slash my tires. And I had already gone through that. And I didn't want to do it again. So I just wanted to...
Ma'am, did you threaten to destroy any of his property as a result of the breakup?
I did. Things got ugly at the end. I told him, let's just deal with the money. I want you to just pay me back as fast as possible so we can go our separate ways and be done. He said, well, I don't have any money to give you right now, so the only way you're getting any money from me is if I sell that video and I make you famous. So I said, well, if you're going to threaten me.
Lesson to those watching.
So I said, if you're going to threaten me, then I'm going to be like Carrie Underwood in her song and I'm going to come slash your tires, which I never did.
Tell me about the loans you're suing about.
In September of 2009, I loaned him $1,200.
Why?
His car got repossessed. So I loaned him the money to get his car out of repossession.
When did he agree to repay you?
As soon as he could. I told him that the money was
and that
for
was
school.
2009?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
About a month later in October, he paid me $800 that he had borrowed from someone else to pay me.
Okay.
And then I received no other money from him. In January of 2010, I loaned him an additional $1,200.
Why?
His home was going into foreclosure. And so I told him, I said, I really need this money back as soon as you can give it to me. He then made me 3 payments since then.
How much?
With a
total
$360. Currently, he owes me $1,240.
All right. So, sir?
I made a couple payments. I did what I could as far as payments wise. And then when things ended, and they ended pretty bad, that's when she came out and said, I don't want you in my life. You don't have to pay me back. And my intentions were always to pay her back.
She said, you don't have to pay me back.
You don't have to pay me back several times.
Several times.
Several times.
When did she last tell you that? Say she told you several times.
The last time was
estimate.
A couple months ago.
Couple months ago.
I told him that after he threatened to exploit me on the internet. And I told him, if you're going to threaten to put something that personal online for the money, then don't pay me back because I don't want myself online like that. And so then... Is
that how the conversation went? That's the reason?
Just about.
All right. Okay.
I mean, it was I was pretty upset, to be honest, because she came at me with that stuff about slashing the tires.
Well, ma'am, it's not too late for you to go to the police and charge him with the crime of extortion. And folks who like to tape themselves or to secretly tape others and try and tell them you're going to do something unless they pay you, or because you're mad and therefore because I'm mad at you, I'm going to disclose this tape. If you say I'm going to do it unless you do something for me, then that's clear extortion. In some states, to reveal something that both people agreed to tape could be invasion of privacy, criminal. On the other hand, in most states, if you agree to put yourself on tape, you put it on a recording, and a recording cannot be considered private.
You're right.
So, to that extent, you voluntarily did that part, so you could not sue or prosecute for invasion of privacy in most states. However, in this case, he said to you, unless you waive this loan, I'm going to put this on the internet.
It was.
That is, pardon me?
Sorry, it wasn't exactly like that.
And whether it was exactly or not, you've told me what it was. You've told me that the threat involved you putting it on the internet in exchange for her waiving this loan. And indeed, she did waive the loan to keep you from putting it on the internet. That is a crime. That is extortion. So therefore, I will not enforce your response to his extortion. Your response was, don't pay me. I'm not going to enforce that response because it was you responding to an illegal act, and I'm not going to enforce an illegal act. Therefore, you are entitled to the original amount that he agreed to pay you, $1,240, and it's up to you whether you want to pursue something against him. You should at very least get some type of confidentiality agreement sign with him that he agrees that he will not reveal the tape to anyone, and if he does, he's thereby admitting to extorting you. You need something to keep him from revealing this in the future, and the best way is to get the authorities involved. But that's up to you. If you love him like you say you did, and so much to cut his tires, and like all the other women did, maybe you'll let him get away with it, and one day while you're there in an office applying for a job, and some guys looking at porno on the internet, and you come in and want to interview with him, he said, "That's you." You say, "Yeah, no, you can't have this job, but I'll give you a job. Have a good day."
I'm a little mixed feelings, I guess you can say right now.
Fine. I mean, he's a really good guy, and we had a lot of good times together, and